Hello and welcome to my 4.4 video on matching equations and graphs. So first of all, we're looking only at linear equations, so that's nice to know because if it is a linear equation, okay, and in this unit it always is a linear equation. If it is a linear equation, it only intersects once, which means it only touches the other line. If there's two lines, it only touches each other once. That means if you can find 2 points, you know which line belongs to the linear to which equation. Okay? So to make my point here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that, like, first of all, this is the 1 point right in the middle here, right? And if that one is touched by both, okay, if that's the point that I chose originally, that doesn't prove anything. It could be either one. But if I chose any other point, let's say a point right here, then now that I've chosen 2 points, I know for sure it's my green line. Okay? So let's try that right now. Let's see if I can erase that. Well, let's leave that yellow one. Okay. So we have this equation here, y equals x. So first of all, this should be easy, because if it's y equals mx plus b, m here is plus 1, which means that it's going up, which means it's purple. Okay, so that's easy enough, but let's see if we can sub some values in. So it's going to be purple, but let's see if we can sub some values in. So let's say we have y is 3. So let's try that. If y is 3, x is, well, 3. Okay, let's see if that's true. So here, we just found if y equals 3, x equals 3. Okay, so if y equals 3, then x equals 3. Yes, that is true. Now let's try a different one. If y equals -1, then we write -1 equals x, because we just subbed in the value for y instead, right? So we're just subbing in instead of y. So -1 equals x, so x equals -1. Okay, let's try that. If y equals -1, -1, then x equals -1. True. Okay. So that means that A is purple. So maybe I'll label this A, which means the other one is B. Okay, simple enough. But we can do that again here for B. Let's do it in black. So if y equals 4, then I'm going to sub it in for y. So 4 equals -x. So x equals -4. Right? If I had -4 there, that would be right. Okay, so let's see if that's true. Whoops. If y equals 4, then x is going across. X is -4. That is correct. Let's see if we can do that again. If y equals 2, maybe let's try it the other way, because we can always do it the other way. If x equals 2, y equals -2, right? So we sub the 2 inside there. So if that's true, if x equals 2, what does y equal? Well, y equals -2, and that's correct. So that means that this one is green. B is green. Okay, so you can sub in either one you want, and you can check to see if it works. Or, so that's one answer. You can actually just try whatever numbers you want and see what works. Okay, here's another equation. You can try that, and if I would suggest that you pause the video right here and try this right now. Okay, so hopefully you figured out which one is which. Pause it if you haven't. But I'm going to show you a different way to do the same thing. Okay? So the other way to do it is to find some points on your graph. So let's say this point is the same between both at the very bottom here. So I don't want to choose that one. Okay? So any point except for the point where they're intersected. So here's a point. And here is a point. Right? Maybe I'll label this one in black to make it clear. Okay, so brown point is x equals -3, y equals +3. Right? This is brown point here. -3x, +3y. For black, we have x equals -1, y equals 1. Alright, so we've got two options here. Now, which one is A, which one is B? Well, I would say that you should try subbing in whichever one is easiest out of your 2 points. For me, the easiest is if I work with a 1. So I'm going to sub in y equals 1 and see what x gives us. So let's try this one, which is from A plus 6x minus 4. Okay, so instead of y, I'm going to write 1. And instead of x, I'm going to write -1. Okay, so 2 times 1 plus 6x, and so instead of x, I'm writing -1, equals -4. Let's see if that's true. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 6 times -1 is -6, equals -4. 2 minus 6 equals -4. -4 is indeed -4, so we know that that works. So, purple is this one. Okay, and let's try another one just in case. So I'm going to do brown in this one here. 2x plus y equals -3. And you can then put in the values that you just had for y and for x and put those in instead. So I'm going to do that. So 2, so instead of x, I'm writing -3. Plus y, and instead of y, I'm writing 3, +3, -3. Okay, so now I'm going to simplify this. So 2 times -3 is -6, plus 3 equals -3, it says. -6 plus 3 equals -3. -3 is -3, so we know that that point is correct. So that means that green is B. So this is 4.4 matching equations and graphs. I hope this is helpful, and good luck.